Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Aaero Network. I am John Peppier, and this is Dan Webb.
Hello.
And we recently had the chance to play some Aaero, and this game is stunning. So it's all based on it's like a what's it called? A rhythm action game, all based on like really beat-heavy music that you're playing in time to synths and analogs and beats and all sorts of things, and it is great.
What did you liken it to earlier on when you came in the office? There's a couple of games that.
Like Theta Rhythm is one of them, which is
right.
like I play a lot of that on the 3DS. Another one, like you got like kind of rock band analogies and stuff like that, but you don't play this with any like kind of clicky clacky plastic instruments. You do it on the pad.
Yeah.
So you're following these ribbons with the analog stick, and it can be quite hard to kind of get the shape of it right. But when you get the beat and the synth and the analog, you can really listen to it. So I was talking to the devs, and they were saying that so many games are beat driven. So when you're playing Guitar Band, the mixture of Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
It's a new franchise coming soon to a video game console near you.
When you're playing that, you're always going on the strum or the beat, right? But this is much more about following the more analog systems. So instead of just hitting the beat every single time, you're going for something a little bit more varied.
Okay.
So I really like that, and I think it works out really well, which is like Theta Rhythm with the melody that you follow. So yeah, that's really good. The music itself is fascinating. Like there's so many good tracks in there, stuff that I wouldn't have listened to particularly myself, but stuff that I'm definitely going to be picking up.
Trancey dancey.
Yeah, trance dance, like kind of like a lot of really some sort of hardcore house stuff there as well. Dance mixes, everything.
Do they provide acid for your hands on? I imagine playing this on acid.
I wish, man. That should be the next video feature. Just drop
video
acid.
Games on acid. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm sure it'll get on well with some people. I'm not sure it'll get on well with a lot of people.
Live stream it from a club in Brixton.
Jesus. I'll be up for that. All right, they're coming soon to Aaero.
So a glimpse to our future. So in the kind of breakdowny bits as well, you get more shooting sections.
Does it control like Child of Eden?
Yeah, a little bit actually. Yeah, I guess you could say. So you got the left stick that moves you about, and the right stick doing the shooting. So there's twin stick shooter in there as well, kind of Geometry Wars-esque, if that's kind of what you're thinking. Obviously with this really nice neon artwork and art direction to it as well.
What about a variety in terms of levels? Because obviously that's always one of the biggest problems with these.
Yeah, right.
There isn't a lot.
You can play it for the music, but you still got a game in it, don't you?
Yeah, right, for sure.
So this is one of the harder ones, I understand, and it is pretty tricky. This is actually my third run of it, and I still died. So yeah, it can be harder. The easier ones, they're a lot more streamlined, and it's a lot more like do this, do that, do that. And then the further you get on, the more things going on at once you'll have to deal with.
Okay.
And as we'll see shortly after this level, there's a boss as well.
Okay.
So there are bosses and things like that. And the devs have said, if it's well supported enough, they're going to happily drop in extra song packs and things like that.
Okay. So
we could even see different kind of genres of music perhaps in the future and stuff. And
who's done the music? Do you know?
It's a variety of stuff. There's a set list available. We can probably link it in the video because I can't reel it off all here. But there are people like KTB and like that. So there's well-known bands. Yeah, there's licensed stuff as well because originally they planned to make the music in their first game themselves.
Yeah, okay.
But they kind of things went better.
Chips all today.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So they got licensed stuff. So it's really good. So that was one level. That was really nice. You got the kind of the idea of what's going on.
Was that, you said that was one of the earlier levels?
That was one of the later ones.
Okay.
That one. And then this boss is, I'm not sure where it fits in the kind of grand scheme of things, but the devs put me onto this and said here's something a little bit different.
I don't think it's a game that's about story.
No, you're not going to be playing this and expecting some sort of the world ends with you kind of thing. It's you're just gonna shoot stuff in time with the beat. So that I didn't quite get this because I was still very early days when I got my hands on. But apparently when you shoot, you can kind of trigger it yourself. So by hovering over something, that kind of locks targets. The longer you are.
Yeah.
And then when you can shoot, it's down to playing on the beat. So if you can time your every shot with a beat, so on the fourth beat of the bar, that's when you can do more damage.
Okay.
Because I didn't actually manage. Spoiler: I didn't manage to beat this boss during this level.
Oh,
and you got to go through it and stuff. So there's a lot of variety, and it's because it looks like you've got a relatively set amount of sort of mechanics going on at any one time.
Yeah.
But they make a good job of giving it variation, really making you have a lot to do. So yeah, I think it's really interesting.
Trippy.
It's man, isn't it just?
Sending me into a trance right now, just watching it.
You're being hypnotized. So yeah, I think the variation breaks up nicely between the kind of drones you got to defeat and the boss that's coming in and out and flying through it and doing the ribbon stuff. I do keep coming back to that Theta Rhythm comparison just because it feels like those levels do with the mix of holding notes down and hitting the beat and stuff. So yeah, and you don't get a lot of rhythm action on console anymore, do you? Now that Rock Band and Guitar Hero have kind of had their day.
There was one recently, wasn't there? Spectra, was that one?
Oh yeah, Spectra. I forgot about that.
That was Chips, all right, that did that.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so
So it's
yeah,
nice to see the kind of indie space filling in those gaps where the bigger, the behemoths aren't really doing it. So
yeah. Well, I guess there isn't an incredible amount of money in these kind of games.
I mean, I guess
They're very
they're
niche,
niche.
right?
They are niche. Yeah, it's a shame because I really do like them.
Yeah,
And
if you like them, you like them, right?
But yeah,
it's
that's it.
one of those kind of things. I love music, like, and I've never really got into these kind of things.
oh really?
Yeah,
So this is like kind of one of my favorite. This is the kind of game I'm going to play. I'm just going to, if I get home late or something, just put it on and chill out for a bit. Like put my headphones on and
drop
really.
some acid.
Yeah.
But it just looked like there's some janks there in the middle where you got to go in and out.
Yeah, like kind of really the hard ones.
Yeah.
You can imagine yourself hitting the stick real hard to kind of go like that. So apparently, you can do this. You can do perfect runs on it, and that blows my mind. That's even doable.
Wait, you didn't do the boss?
No, it
spoiler?
didn't manage to finish him.
Like, you've pretty much done it.
Right? You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Right, he's down to no health.
He's
Oh shit, is this one of
it's
these
not there.
RPG bosses that has like 3 different phases?
No, I just don't do it in time. I just don't get enough of him done before it all times out. So
No.
yeah, which is almost
That's good,
now.
because look how close you were as well. with
Right, I
his
know,
energy.
right? I was so
I'm assuming that's his energy itself.
yeah, that's his health bar. So I was so
Wow.
heartbroken.
That's
Oh yeah,
an
that's
insult to injury.
right, and that's Aaero, and that's coming to consoles very, very soon, Xbox One and PS4. So yeah, I recommend it very much because I really had a good time with it.
If you like music and you like shooting shit, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. So cheers, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.
Cheers, folks. Bye.
Thank you.